Birds are outside today. Gorgeous day. I figured I would tell you guys my top three. So my first one is a Merkur 34C. Lovely razor. I still recommend it to a lot of people. Great shaver for me. Still use it to this day. Out of the razors that I have, it's still in rotation. I don't always go for my all-time favorite right now. I do switch it up to this one, especially, people sending me blades and soaps and razors, which, hey, I appreciate that from all you guys sending stuff to me. That is so cool. This shaving community is awesome. And, wow, you guys are so good to me. I have over 500 subscribers in literally no time. So the Merkur 34C, man, if you want to make that switch, this is one of the razors you can make that switch with. And get some Astra blades. Try it out with those. That's what I did. They're pretty mild, and just try it out. It's a good little razor. And right now, oh yeah, get it. Get some. That razor, it'll get it, man. It gets it. And it's just lovely, because if you don't get that angle, you're not going to cut your face. You know what I mean? Unless you're pressing like a, yeah, it'll cut you then. But generally, no. So I started out with that razor. I actually started out with a Viking chieftain. That razor sucked. They said it was a mild razor. No way in hell is that a mild razor. Honestly, I was learning, and yeah, I'm sure that had a lot to do with it, but no. Amazon needs to, take those stars way down. 15,000 reviews? Come on, America. No freaking way. No way. Didn't have a good experience with that one. Bought the Merkur 34C, and it was $44, I think I paid for it, or $40. I think it's $44 right now. I just looked it up. For the money, yeah, it's a little bit of an investment, but that's like buying the big pack at, Costco or Sam's Club, or wherever you buy your disposable razors. I used to buy them there. And, that big ass pack cost me $50. It's mild, man. It's so mild on your face. You can't really you feel the bars on the razor than you do the blade on your face. When you first make the switch, I know for me, having sensitive skin, it probably took 3 or 4 shaves for me to start getting more comfortable with it, especially going against the grain. At first, I was getting, still a little bit of irritation, but again, I never went against the grain with a disposable razor, because it would just chew me up, man, to the point where it would freaking embarrassing. So, yeah. That was awesome for me. That's one of the reasons why I switched. The Merkur 34C shaving your head, man, it takes a little more effort, because it's a mild shaver. And when you have a lot of hair on your head, it has a hard time, picking up that hair. It really does. So my second razor is a Rockwell 6C. Man, this is a badass razor, brother. This thing, it's got 3 different plates, 1 through 6, and I have not found a blade that doesn't go with this razor. Every blade I have found works in this thing. It's either an R6 plate, an R5 plate, R4 plate, or an R3 plate for me. I usually don't use a 2, maybe on a cleanup or, whatever, but I generally just stick with whichever one I start out with, because it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, to flip it over or put a different plate on. Honestly, yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. So when you start with it, I'm going to roll with it. But by saying that also, even with my Gillette Fatboy, even though I can just, click it and put it to a different setting, I just shave with whatever setting it's on anyways. So, right now on that Gillette Fatboy, I'm on a 1. And 9's the most aggressive. Having those 3 plates is just phenomenal. And when you first shave with this razor, you're going to be like, wow. You know, like when you're buying a new house or whatever, and you walk in to your house or to the house that you're buying, and you're like, wow. You know what I mean? I always love that feeling, and I want to wow. I like to be wowed. So, yeah, that first stroke with a Rockwell 6C, you're going to say, wow. I mean, to me, it's a game changer. It's just a badass razor, man. And this thing, I love it. I can put a Dull Astra blade in it on a level 6, and it'll just beautiful. BBS glass. I mean, your face is glass, and it's nice. And that's with an Astra blade, which people say is the dullest blade out there, or one of them, for that matter. Who cares? What I'm saying is the Rockwell 6C is awesome. You put a feather blade in it. Right now I'm on a R3 plate with the feather, and I can go at it with a 6, and I do on my head, and it works out well. I mean, shaving my bald head with a safety razor was weird too. I mean, at first that was very weird, and that's one of the advantages of this razor. If you plan on shaving your head and your face with a safety razor, like I do, the cool thing about the Rockwell 6C is it'll give you everything you want. From a 1, if you're a beginner, perfect plate to start out with. I can't really get much of anything with it. You know what I mean? It was like that Baili razor and it was a cheap razor. It was like freaking $12 or $10. I don't know what the hell the razor was, but anyhow, it was a Baili razor, and just a cheap razor, and it was mild as shit, and it was like really hard to get any type of growth off, and that's how the R1 plate is to me. That's how it feels. It's more mild than a Merkur 34C. So for a first time razor, dude, no doubt. And it's only $5 more than the Merkur 34C. Why wouldn't you buy it? And I think that's Rockwell's thing here. The cost on it is so cheap. Now, out of the 6s, there is a S as well. And a lot of guys online and here on YouTube will even tell you that for the money difference, yeah, is it made out of better metal? Yeah, it is. What's the metal made out of that the C's made out of? Probably pop metal. It's from China. I mean, shit, they're not, it's China. Only thing I can tell you is the finish on it. I have the gunmetal finish, and this thing glides, man. It just glides so well on your face so it's a wow. So yeah, first time razor, great thing to do. Highly recommend that as well. My third razor is a Muhle R41. This thing is a beast, man. This thing, you want to take down growth like no other. I mean, you want to talk about one pass shave, that's a very aggressive razor. I like it on my head, but it still leaves, like you shaved with this damn thing, because it's that aggressive. To me, from an R6 plate on the Rockwell 6C to the R41, man, the R41 is way more aggressive. Too aggressive for me. It's like my Gillette Fatboy. That thing's too aggressive for me as well. Yeah, this thing, I quit shaving with it because I was going so light with it, being so careful on my face. I was afraid to cut my face. And does it remove growth? Yeah, but I'm going to tell you what, man. Every time I got done shaving, and I grade a shave, half hour after I shave. After everything settles down, the hair goes back into your face, that's when I really grade a razor. And R41 in a half hour, your face is still, you can tell you use that razor. That's for sure. So, man, on your head, still great shave. I've taken down a lot of hair with it, and it does have its place. You know, I'm always shaving with, you know, it seems like my Rockwell 6C, and it's overall the Rockwell 6C. It's the one, baby. Versatile, 3 different plates. Doesn't matter what blade you put in it. Play with it, you'll find it. Yeah, you might get a bad shave with it because it's the wrong plate, and you got to figure it out. And once you figure it out, forget about it. It's going to be the best shaves you ever get in your entire life. So thanks for watching. If you like the content I'm putting out, don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.